My esteemed colleague and producer of our videos and cameraman asked me earlier today to try to give him ideas that would resolve or help him sustain health in his shoulders and elbows as he goes through a 100 push-up challenge contest that he's doing. So it's lots of push-ups, lots of repetition. So the first idea is, in the training, try to diversify the exact push-up, just for less wear and tear on the joint. But I think what he's really looking for is, well, how do I stretch? What should I do? That is within the scope of practice in the gym with his trainer. So first off, we give thought to the elbow itself. We want to help tissue below it and above it, because that's going to have a big influence. Likewise with the shoulder, tissue below it and above it. That's important. So we'll start by working the flexors, even though they're not involved dramatically in that press, and we'll do it in a dynamic fashion. We'll get, so as if this was his foot, we're after a bit of a calf stretch to see if we can help the health of the knee a little bit. We'd hold for about 30 seconds. We've found better off to be a little bit of a quasi-isometric, add a little motion, or at least add some, with the fingers, I'm trying to push into that wall and load that tissue at length. We find we get a better response. But then, if you will, the shin, we would find a way to get some length there as well. Again, some hip movement, front to back, to diversify the position, could help him out a lot. Any sort of soft tissue work in that scenario, a cross ball, some elbow digging, but finding a point where the muscle is short, so this is short, and then getting some length as you go through. That self-application, done gently, even moderately, can be real valuable. But then we go tissue above. So now we're talking the bicep scenarios and up into the front of the shoulder, and we go into a pec stretch, but why not double dip and get the pec and the calf of the arm as well. A little three-dimensional left to right hip, front to back hip, and maybe a little twist. Notice my head goes with my hips. That adds full length, a little bit above and below. But again, not just casual, engage that. Have that tissue have to work a little bit safely to try to get more out of it. If you're gonna work the front side, you gotta work the underside a little bit. So I'll do it for the opposite shoulder, but going in your door frame, getting a bit of a frontal stretch, and again, adding some motion to get more value out of it. Engage the system. I'll use this hand, little rotation, little dip, that moves my hips, and maybe even a little front of the door frame push, back of the door frame push while I'm pulling on that lengthened tissue there. So that's how those starting points give you a good footing to try to keep those shoulders healthy if you happen to be in a 100 push-up challenge. Good luck.